Hi all, for Thursday, Friday this week, you are going to complete a vocab review Jamboard to get started, and then we'll do suffragist propaganda slides. So for the Jamboard, you'll click your class link. In class, we just went slide to slide. So it says for each slide, add a post-it to respond to the prompt reviewing each vocab word we've studied this year. For example, the first one says synonyms for myriad. So what you would do is go to the left-hand toolbar, grab a post-it note, which is that fourth icon down, write a synonym for myriad, and then post it. Make sure that you post your name so you can get credit for that. And there are 10 slides, one for each vocab word we've studied this year. When you finish adding to that with your name, you can go back to the slides and, sorry, I keep pulling up English 11 works. Let me exit out of that. And you're going to do the suffragist propaganda slides. That is in the modules. Under week 29, so you'll pull up a copy of your own slides. And what you'll see is what I have here, which is, first of all, the definition for propaganda, which is information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. And what you have on the right is a very famous piece of propaganda of Rosie the Riveter, which has kind of become like an iconic symbol of feminism. However, when it was created in World War II, it was because so many troops were being sent away to fight. And so first they were getting women to come into the factory, and they targeted working class women. However, they started to need more numbers as more people got drafted or went to fight in the war. And as a result, they were trying to set up this propaganda so that middle class women would be willing to work in factories to kind of cover where the spots that men were missing. And you know, this image of this strong, fierce woman was used to kind of get women out of the household, which was their traditional role at the time. So today we're going to look at anti-suffragist propaganda and suffragist propaganda. So people who were against women's suffrage or didn't want them to get the right to vote, and people who did. So first, what you have are 6 pictures of anti-suffragist propaganda. So people who did not want women to get the right to vote, and you're going to complete the See, Think, Wonder. So you'll look at the image, you'll just choose one of those images. What do you notice? So you'll list at least 10 details of things you notice, and then what do you wonder? What questions do you have based on what you saw? What do you wonder based on things you can't see? And what do you think? So what struck you as most unusual about the image? What inferences can you make? And I just noticed that I have these words backwards, but just make sure you do each step. When you finish with those steps, kind of just analyzing the photo based on what you see, answer one of the questions in 2 to 3 sentences. So what was the point of view of the anti-suffragists? In other words, how did they view the work of the suffragist movement? How did they use biased or misleading information in their propaganda? And what information were the anti-suffragists trying to promote or publicize through the use of propaganda? All of them are very similar. You're just analyzing how was propaganda used for their movement. And then you'll do the same for the pro-suffragist movement people. So look at their ads, choose one, do the See, Think, Wonder, and then one of the questions below. Let me know if you have any questions. Remember, the marking period ends Monday.